Okay, we'll start with the midterm 2. So this is the key for midterm 2. And what I want to do now is what we've done in class the last couple of days is build the portfolio just from 2007 to 2010. So in order to do that, I go here to the bottom where I have my returns. And rather than going to 97, row 97, I need to go to row 49. And the reason I'm going to row 49 is I think I have the number right. 49 is when we end in 2010. So control down back to here, just copy this across. You see that copies across, and now all my returns are those new returns. I need to have the covariance matrix do the same thing. So this covariance matrix is not good anymore. So what I need to do is go to, to data analysis, go to covariance, click OK. And the range I'm going to put in is going to go just through 2010, so that goes down to row 49, across to right there. Alright, now that I have that, I want to put labels in the first row. I have the output range, and the output range I'm going to have in the exact same spot I've had before. So put in that corner, make sure I have everything right. I'm going from B1 to H49, so that's exactly what I want. Labels in the front row, the output range. And when I do this, these weights are all going to go to values. This is going to make it blow up. So do that. Yes, I want to overwrite. And now all those are useless, because what I need to do, I need to take this, Control C, and flip it. I'll just go to right here, Control V, and now Control C again. Come back to right here, paste special, transpose, skip blanks, values, OK. Right here I'll put 12, Control C, take all of this, paste special, multiply, and now those are annualized. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Now I can get rid of this. I can get rid of this. I'll keep this as neat as possible. Go home, get rid of that border, come back over here. I want to make this look good. Alright, so now I have a new covariance matrix, I have new returns, and it has given me new weights. So now that I come in here and I'll have what did it ask for? I want return. Somebody give me the return of 20%. No, I need to do that. Sorry, I'm looking in the wrong spot. Okay, so I'll give the return here of 20%, and this gives me new weights. So I'm going to take these weights right here. I'm going to copy. I'm going to go over to this test spreadsheet, and I don't know where I want to put these. Maybe I'll put them right here for now. I don't want column A. Put it right here. Paste special. I want to paste special and just give the values, because I'm not worried about that calculation. And then put that in percent. And we'll call this portfolio 1. And let's merge and center that. And I can do the following. So there's portfolio 1. I need to do the same thing for portfolio 2 and portfolio 3. So go back to my build. I wanted volatility. I think the volatility I said was 25%. So the 25%, I have the plus and the minus here. So I'll make sure I get these weights, because these weights are associated with a higher return. So let me copy those over to here and paste special. I think I'll do them right here. Actually, paste special, give me just the values. Okay, and copy this down. Oops, hit the wrong button. Control C. Then come down here, Control V. Put these in percent. We'll give another line there. Call this portfolio 2. So rather than retyping portfolio faster to me to copy and paste it. Same thing, same formatting. Put the brackets around it, and let's go to portfolio 3. So portfolio 3, I'm just going to copy this, paste, rename this portfolio 3. I want to have this equally weighted, so +1 divided by 7, and not 1 divided by 7%, just 1 divided by 7. Copy that down. Make sure that looks good. So that's my portfolio 3. I'm going to come back and do portfolio 4. That's going to be random weights. We'll talk about that later, but let's go through how I would test these 3 portfolios. So what I need to have the returns for these stocks. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns. So right here I have a break right there. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Fastest way to add a column is to click up on the column like that and just do Control+. I lost count. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I don't need this one. Delete. Go back over to here. Copy all this. Control C. Go back here to the test. Control V. Now I want to make the dates match up, so all the way to 2011. I don't need anything to 2011. So get rid of all that. Delete. And just shift the cells up. Okay, so now this date, I'm going to make sure this date matches that date. So if I do page down, just take a visual check. Yes, they do. So I can get rid of this. I'll delete that. Now I want to have 4 columns here. So I have portfolio 1, and then I want to do portfolios 2, 3, and 4. So I can just drag that, and Excel figures out what I'm trying to do. So my returns for portfolio 1, what I'll do is I want equal matrix multiply, and these are in a row, so I'll take those, comma, portfolio 1 multiply this, which is in a column, but that never changes. So F4, and then I want to get rid of the risk. I want to subtract the risk-free rate, so minus and the risk-free rate is right there. Control Shift Enter. And those are the access returns, the returns above the risk-free rate. And I can copy that down, %. And so my return, the first month for this portfolio is 3.39%, and then 2.21, and so forth. So I can copy this across and just make some adjustments here. Get that in the right spot. Move this down to here. And this is not U2, that is going to be T2. Control Shift Enter. Same thing here. To me, the fastest way to change it is what I'm doing right here, making sure that these boxes are going around the correct thing, and bringing this down to portfolio 3. Control Shift Enter. I don't have a portfolio 4 set up. I'm just going to get rid of that so I don't think I have the right formula in there. Double click down. Now to make sure I have this right, randomly pick one of these. Yes, it's that times that. That's exactly what I want. Alright, sorry I was interrupted there, so not sure exactly where I was. Let me get rid of this. So I'm just checking here to make sure I have the right calculation. So yeah, these weights times that portfolio and minus the appropriate risk-free rate, and now we have it. Okay, so one of the things I need to do is find the Sharpe ratio. So I can come down here to the bottom. Oh, and this value, why is that? So I'm off a row. Okay, that's good to see. So right here, it should be there. And that should be copied down. Now I'm in the right row. What about here? I'm in the correct row there, so somehow I got off before. So now those all look to be correct. So to find the Sharpe ratio, I need the average, I need the standard deviation, then I can find Sharpe. So what I'll do here is equal the average, go up to here, period, control up, go down one, close it, times 12, and that makes it annualized. And I can copy this across, so I'll do that in a second. Standard deviation equal standard deviation, and I don't care if we do standard deviation of population or of the sample, it really doesn't matter, so we'll do population, control up, and multiply by the square root of 12 to annualize it, and we'll put that in percent. All of these numbers need to be in percentage, and then my Sharpe ratios need to be just a number. So the Sharpe ratio is equal to this divided by that, average over standard deviation, 0.97. Okay, so remember we promised when we did the build over here, I can get to the right spot, we said, alright, we're going to build you a portfolio with a return of 20% and a volatility of 16.98. And this one was going to have a volatility of 25 and a return of 39. What actually happened when we implemented that, the first one, this should be 20%, it was actually 14.69. That should be 16.98, that's pretty close. This next one should have a 39% return, way off from that, and a 25% volatility, really close. And this one is just, we haven't done anything special. It's equally weighted. So equally weighted gave her a higher return and a lower standard deviation and a much better Sharpe ratio. So what this shows this one time, we would have been better off if we had just done 1/7 and forget, all this math we did, this whole build didn't do us any good because in this test it didn't really work. So why is that the case? The case is I need to make sure these numbers, these covariance numbers, and these return numbers, they're the ones that drive this. So if these numbers are different, all the other numbers are different. So if those are bogus, the rest of it's bogus. And what you need to do is go to the Black-Learman model and try to get better numbers for those, which we're not going to do in this particular class. Alright, so there we have the Sharpe ratio. Now I need to have the trainer measure. So the trainer measure, I have to have beta. So beta I can do equal slope. And slope, I need to see it says known y's. So the y is my portfolio. And note that's the return minus the risk-free rate. So I need to have the market minus the risk-free rate, and I don't have that. So what I'm going to do is go right here, Control plus, and this is going to be market minus risk-free rate, which is equal to the market minus the risk-free rate. Copy it down, come down here to the bottom, my betas equal to the slope of the known y's, my portfolio, Control up, comma, and my known x's will be period, control down, the market minus risk-free rate, that's my x. So there's my beta. Now that market's not going to change, so these, I'll lock these down, copy this across. So looking at this and put this into number format, the beta of the first portfolio was 0.4, 0.27 for the last one, 0.73. So this makes it look different, right? Beta is a measure of risk. Standard deviation, the lowest risk. When I go relative to my benchmark, the market, it has the highest risk. So that makes things look different. So the trainer, if I spell trainer correctly, the trainer measure is going to be equal to this return divided by the beta. The higher the better again, and this makes things look a little bit different. We have this portfolio, let me put this, let's pick a color for the winner here. This portfolio 1, portfolio 2 is the best one under the trainer measure. and under the Sharpe measure is portfolio 3. The difference is compared to total risk compared to market risk. Okay, so what if we have more than market risk? We have market risk, size risk, value risk, momentum risk. And then now I need to run a regression. And to run a regression, I need to take this, Control X, put it right there, Control V, get rid of this, so delete this column. I need all these side by side. So to run my regression, I'm going to say, first I'll do Jensen's alpha, so data analysis, come down here in alphabetical order, find regression, OK. I put in my Y range, the Y is my portfolio, and I'm going to put labels in the first row, so I'm going to select for my Y range this, right here. It's portfolio 1, its returns. My X range, right here. And then where do I want this output? I want the output to be right here. OK. And let's look at these numbers and interpret what they mean real quick. So to do that, this is alpha. To annualize that, I can say, oh, those are annualized numbers. No, they're not. They're monthly numbers. Plus 12 times that. I have a 9.45% alpha. That's really good. But the p-value is too high. So we'll talk about this later. That doesn't really count. So that's really 0. Did I take market risk? Yeah, the market risk was 0.39, and the p-value is small, so I did take market risk. This is my Jensen's alpha, this 0.0079. People, like I said, will multiply by 12 to annualize it. So let's do the Jensen's alpha for the other portfolios. So back to data, data analysis, regression, and all I need to do is change my Y's. And of course I need to change my output range. When you do this, make sure if you have 1 to 49 here, it's got to be 1 to 49 there. The output range, put it right here. OK. And let's go ahead and do the other one, portfolio 3. So I need to change my Y's. And then, of course, I need to change my output range. Put it right there. OK. And let me format all of this so I can look at it a little bit better. So you would want to come back and label these so you know what they are. Like this is portfolio 1, and this is portfolio 2, and portfolio 2, the alpha. So that number there, you look at the p-value. The p-value says, well, that's essentially 0. And the one that was the winner under Jensen's alpha was portfolio 3, because your alpha was higher. Alright, so now what about Fama French? How do we do that? We do data analysis. I'll just do the first one. Regression, I'll do it for portfolio 3 since that's already selected. And then my X range, I'm going to select all of these, all 4. And of course a new output range, put it right here. We'll take a look at the numbers after they're formatted. You can see the alpha was no longer significant and positive. It was before. So here alpha is positive. You made money for the company. It looks great. I come down here and I say, well, that alpha really goes away. This is your market risk. Did you take market risk? Yes. P-value is low. I took size risk, took value risk, did not take momentum risk. So that's really it. Just repeat that for the other portfolios. The only thing I haven't told you is how to do the random portfolio. I'll leave that for you to think about.